Hello Aries, how you doing? This is a September mid-month reading for you. And I've been shuffling off camera, and now you can see I'm shuffling for you on camera, and I'm pulling your cards. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'm extremely broke right now, so I'm doing one question readings for $8 and two question readings for $11. So if you're interested in that, please email me and we can sort out how to get that happening. And you have really good cards. The Page of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. Give me just a second to take these in. You only have 3 cards that are not an ace, court, high court cards, too, or major arcana. So I feel like you're going through an important period here, or you're coming up on one. And you're going to need to have a lot of blind faith, most likely, in the path that you're walking. That through this transition, you may not even be fully aware that it's happening. You may not notice as you're taking the steps through that you're in a major transition. It's not going to be like you wake up one day and you have some major development and you're like, my life is never going to be the same again. It's not like that. And then you wake up, a couple days later and you're like, oh my God, it's another huge transformation. And I'm totally different and everything's different now. It's not like that at all. It's just step by step, trusting the path that you're walking, trusting the changes that are making, knowing that you have what it takes to navigate the path and you are mature enough in every aspect. You're totally adequate to handle what you're going through. And maybe you don't feel that way yet. Maybe you don't recognize exactly how strong you are, how mature you are, how much power you have, how much authority you have in your life. I get that vibe. I get the vibe that you don't know that you have everything that you need. And you don't know that everything that maybe there are things that are unaccounted for that you don't know will be provided when you need them. Does that make sense? If you feel like you're lacking certain resources and you're wondering how you'll, it seems unlikely that you will be able to get through this path because you don't have the resources that it takes to make it happen. You're going to have to trust that when the time is right, you will have them. Those things will come to you. The universe is already preordained. You're not walking this path alone, even though you seem like you're alone walking this path. And the main thing that I'm picking up is that you have to have total faith. You have to have total faith in yourself. You have to have total faith that the universe will be able, the universe is able to do things that we can't even think of. And things are set up in your life in a way that you can't necessarily see what's around the corner, but the universe can. And the universe knew before you were here how this was going to go down. I feel like you're definitely moving away from, just based on all the surrounding cards, that you are moving away from something that is difficult. There's nothing here that indicates. I kind of see the Eight of Cups sometimes as moving away from something that's difficult, or at least not being, and the Six of Swords really, that you may not necessarily be excited about moving away from something, but I feel like it's just trepidation regarding change in general. It's not, there's no reason to feel, if you are feeling any anxiety about this transition period, it's totally unnecessary. It's unnecessary because you're being elevated in status, and the things that you're moving towards are really positive. This spread is laying out a very clear path where, it starts at the Fool and it ends at the Hermit, and they're both people who are walking the path and have to trust what they're doing. And they might have little around them to reassure them. And I feel like you're growing in wisdom since you start at the Fool and end up at the Hermit. And because the Fool is, he embodies that person who doesn't know the path but must walk it. But he embraces all of that. But then the Hermit has grown in wisdom and is guided by his inner light so that he can see the path. And that doesn't necessarily mean that he knows every twist and turn, but I feel like he's got this faith in, he knows now. He knows that the path, he has assistance on the path. He knows that the terrain is not going to become so wild that he gets caught in brambles and breaks his ankle over rocks. He knows that he can trust the path. And also over on this side we have the star, and then below it the sun, which to me is further indication of progression as you're walking this path. Because the sun in the distance just looks like looks like a distant star. But as you move through this period, you see that it's bringing you great joy, and further enlightenment to progress along this journey the way that you are. So I'm not going to pull any more tarot cards because I feel like this is super clear in what it's indicating. So I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards. I've also shuffled these off camera, but I'm shuffling a couple more times there. Woman holding a coin on the bottom of the deck. And Happy Family, Angel of Balance are the cards that I pulled here. And I feel like they're just affirming everything positive about this. So I feel like if you are walking alone on this path, which everything here indicates that, yeah, you probably are, the only card that even has multiple individuals on it is the Six of Swords. Everybody else is a solitary figure. I feel like as you come into balance, which is something that's happening here, you will attract the people in your life that you need to have for the next phase of your path, because your path isn't ending, but this is describing a particular phase that you're going through right now, a particular stretch. And I feel like there will be additional people who arrive, maybe not in this period, or maybe towards the end of this period. And maybe this is describing also something that you've gone through. You've got to, use your intuition and find what resonates with you about this. This could be describing something that you've gone through, maybe even in recent years. It's telling you about the path that you've been walking. I don't feel like this is describing something. The tarot spread, I don't feel like it's describing something in the future. I feel like it's either something that you've been walking or something that you're walking now. And there will be companionship if that's something that you're concerned about. If that's something that you've not had reliable, consistent, you've not had family. You've not had that kind of support. That is something that will come into play for you in the future. And it's going to make you very happy. And I feel like you're also probably going to be happy that it didn't happen sooner, because I don't feel like you were in a place that was balanced, in a place where you could be the stable figure that you need to be and that you want to be for the whatever kind of support system that is coming into your life. But now you're going to, if you're not there, you are definitely going to be there soon, where you can be that figure of stability and wisdom. So I hope that resonates with you, Aries. This is a really positive, really, really, really positive reading. I hope that it resonates with you. I hope you have a good rest of your month. Take care of yourself. Bye.